Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today I am bringing you something different than the last video. In the last video I talked about how to create a Django project using Django channels in Docker and in production. And today I am bringing you something different. Basically is how to use push notification with React Native and how to do it from the server to the app, okay, to emit your notification from the server. Okay, so basically first I'm going to show you uh, an image with the architecture. So basically we have here the devices, and to create all the flow we need from the device to request the token. So here we need to use a notification server that is different than our server, okay, and is the recommend thing that the guys used to do, to recommend use a different notification server than our real server, okay. So the notification server can be from Apple, Google, Microsoft, any notification server that you can find. Here we are going to use the Google Cloud Notification Server. So the device must to request the token to the notification server. How the device will know where it has to find the token? Because an ID that we are going to give to the device, that is the ID of the notification server. So with that, the device will request the token, the notification server give it back, or give it from the first time, the token, and then the device will have the token. So with that token, the device has to send it to our server, our real server, that can be in any language, and that server with that token has to store it in the database, because that token basically is the ID of the device. So with that token we can send a push notification specifically to that device. And finally, to send a notification from the server we need to use that token and say it to the notification server, like, hey server, please, I need to send a push notification to that device, and that device will be the token. And the notification server will say, okay, thank you, I'm going to do that, give me the token and I will send the notification to the device. Okay, so here we are going to show the first, the second, and the fourth step. We are not going to show the third step because it's not the main part of this tutorial, and we are going to assume that we already have it in our database, store it, save it, okay. So let's start. First we need to go to Google. We need to create a Google developer account. So after that we need to go to console developer Google, just click in the first result, and here we have our old projects. We need to create a new one, so it can be just example for push notification. Okay, so we create it and there is it, it's creating it. So we need to wait a little bit, and after that, okay, it's ready. So go there, and here we already have our new project basically. So now we have to enable the push notification server in this project. To do that, we will go to this link and pick a platform. We are going to use Android. Then in another tutorial we can use iOS, but in this case we are going to show you in Android the name of the app, that is in this case example push notification, and here we need the package name of our Android app. So because that we are using React Native, you can download the project that I will give you on my GitHub repository, and it's basically this. It's a really simple one, and we need to find our ID project that is here in Android, build CSRC, sorry, main and Android manifest. Oh no, sorry, it's not here, it's in the build Gradle. And here, no, sorry, where is the ID? Is here in app src build Gradle. Here we have to go to this part, application ID. So we are going to copy this. Sorry guys if I didn't show you how to create this React Native app, but it's really simple, and I will give you the code and you can do it. I didn't do anything else than just create the basic things to run the push notification. So we are going to copy this, go it here and paste it. Choose, pick your country. I'm from Chile, and finally to configure the services. Here we are going to use cloud messaging, sorry. And we have to enable it. So we click here and we are almost done. Here we have two things: the server API key and the sender ID. The sender ID is the ID that we are going to use in our app. Okay, so I'm going to store it here, okay, and server API key here. Okay, so we are done from here. So now we have to go to our React Native project that is here. It's this, and we need to install a package. Sorry, a package that is here. Sorry, this package that it's called React Native push notification. With this package, we can handle all the push notification from our app. Doesn't matter if you are developing to Android or iOS, it doesn't matter, it works for both. So to install it, we just need to use npm and then link it from React Native with this command, and after that, for Android, we need to copy this part, okay, all this code in our Android manifest that is here. It's in Android here. I have already did it, so is all this code here, and then the receiver and the service is the same, sorry, the same than here. Okay, and now don't forget to replace all these parts for your application ID. Okay, that in my case, sorry, in my case is this. Okay, that is the same ID that I use to set my project in the Google page. that I took from here. Okay, it's the same ID. So after that, we are done with that. So now we can use our push notification from this app, and now we have to build all the configuration. So we are done with that, and here in our app.js we have the basic part of any init project on React Native. Welcome to React Native. To get started, edit this file and blah 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 blah. And here is the important part. Here I will bring the React Native push notification, and then here I will configure it with the three important parts. The first one is the sender ID, that it has to be the same ID that I took from here. Remember the sender ID that I took from here, okay? It's the same. So I will take this and put it here, okay? And now with that my app will know where is the server where the app has to request for the token, okay? So then this function will try to request for the token, and how will know it? Where it has to go, because of this sender. Okay, so with that I will get the token if I can make a successful request from this sender ID. So here I will print the token that I will take from the server, as here is the first part, request the token, and then the notification server will give me the token. And then this function will trigger on any open notification or when I receive a new notification. So in both cases we will trigger this function, okay, when I will open a notification or when I'm receiving a notification. All these things you can read it in detail from the GitHub repository. So here is everything, and here in usage you can find the sender ID, notification, on register, so you can find all the documentation there. And here I'm just making this tricky part that I had to do to know where, basically is to trigger this toast only when I'm clicking the notification, not when I'm receiving it, okay? So doesn't matter if I'm triggering the notification in background or in foreground, if my app is closed or open. If I trigger the notification, if I click it, this toast will trigger, okay? In otherwise I don't want to do that, and I had to put this set timeout with 1 millisecond just because I had some problem with the package. So then you can see it by yourself, but with this it worked very good. So if I receive a notification, I will create the notifications, because this function will only receive all the content that you need to create the notification, that it will be here in this object, but not the notification itself. Okay, so to create it you need to put that code that also is here, here, and basically with just 3 properties: the title, the message, that I will take it from the notification, and the date, that I want to trigger the notification in the moment, okay? And that's it. So the next part that we need to do is to pretend our server. In my case, I will use Python, and I'm going to use this library that is here, this library, that it gives you an easy way to use Google Cloud Messaging, and it's really easy to use, okay? So to do that, we need two things, and basically the token, of course, that if you can see here the architecture, I need the token, and also the API, the key of the notification server. With these two things, I can request to the notification server for a push notification to that specific device, okay? So let's do that. I'm here, and I just in my command line, and with pip install you can install this. That in your case you have to do it in your server, or doesn't matter where, but basically in your server side. Sorry. Okay, so I will install it. I have to write my password. And I have already installed it, so I don't need it. And then Python. So here I am in my Python command line that I pretend that I'm in the server side, okay? So here I have some code, this. So sorry, all this part of my code you can find it in the documentation of the library. So here I just need to import. Perfect. Now I need this, okay, this part where this code is the server API key that we got from the settings of the notification server, that where is here. Remember the sender ID and the API server key, okay? So we will take this and write it here. Nice. So we need the token, and that is the thing, we need the token, and the token we can just take it from the app. So here we are printing the token, so I will use console log, and I need to run the React Native app to get the token. So I will run it on my phone, and I'm not going to show you the screen right now, because I just need the token that I will print it on. Sorry, I'm using my phone. Perfect. Here I'm running my code with the React Native debugger. So now in my phone, on my phone, I'm going to reload, and here, as you can see, I have the token that I got thanks of this function, okay? So I will take this token that is really big, and I'm going to put it here, token. Perfect. So now I have the API server key and the token of the specific device. So with that, I can request to the notification server for a push notification, okay, to that device. And finally, I will create the data that I want to send on the notification. That will be just my name. And finally, with that code, I will send the notification, okay? But first, I want to show you on the phone as well how the project is running. So just give me a second to record my screen, and you will see my app. Okay, so here, as you can see, I have the React Native, and I have the reload. Okay, everything is okay. I will stop this, and there is welcome to React Native. Everything is okay, and okay, everything is okay. I will close this to show you again. I will open it. Sorry. Push notification. It's there. Perfect. It's running. And now I will try to send the notification. Okay. Here. So if I press enter, basically, if we go here, from here I already have the token and the API key server. Okay, so with that, if I press enter, I will request this connection from my server to the notification server for a push notification from that server to the specific device that are you seeing here on my phone. Okay, so I will press enter, and let's wait, and there is it. So you can see here the notification with the data that I sent. And now if I close here, it's not running actually. I'm not running anything. And if I send again the push notification, let's wait, it works as well. Doesn't matter if it's in background or in foreground. Okay, so now if I look the code, the code, with that I'm trying to find when I press, it's like a kind of trigger, trying to find when I press the notification to show a toast with that message. Okay, so now let's see that if that message works. Okay, so I'm going to send again a notification, and if I press it, nice, the toast work. So now that was in background. Now I will try it again, but in foreground with the app open, and if I press, it works again. Okay, so basically is that it's really easy to use, and to do it in iOS it works basically in the same way. You need another settings to enable basically on your app that you want to use notification, but the architecture is the same. So I hope that in a couple of days, or maybe I don't know when, I will try to make a video on an iPhone. The problem is that I don't have an iPhone and I can't use the emulator because the emulator doesn't have a token. Okay, I can't get a token from an emulator. I need a real device. So for that reason I did it on my Android, but basically it works really similar, and you can see another videos from other people that are working on this. If you have any question, please write me on below this video, send me an email. You have all my social networks, so you can contact me from there. Okay guys, so I hope that you guys like it, and I see you in a new video. Okay, bye bye.